Salam alaikum. I just want to start off by saying thank you. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And please understand, by no means am I wishing to cast any negativity upon any religion. I honestly know that there is a ton of truths within all religions. There is also some non-truths within each religion. Now, for those of you who practice Islam and recognize Isa, or if you're Christian and you recognize Jesus, or if you're, study Judaism and you recognize YESHUA, we all know that this is the exact same person, just different reference, different name for the same entity, if you will. Now, within the practice of Islam, Jesus is mentioned, or Isa is mentioned 78 times through the Quran. So there's definitely a prominent belief within Isa. Now, if Isa is the prophet, I ask that you question yourself. Within your heart, would you not want to know every single thing that Isa has said, and within every single religion, within the beliefs of every religion? I am not asking you to question your own beliefs. I am merely asking you to please explore your own truths between you and God within you, and be open to every single approach that's available in this world, so that Isa can give you 100% truth. I've learned through my journey that the brain is always looking at the negative first. Throughout society, it's so evident. Everywhere you see, read, hear, everything is judged from the negative first. Look at the condition of the world. Look at all the evil that is tending to come out. Look at the amount of death that is taking place because of religious beliefs. Now, if you will accept the fact that there are three prominent religions within this world. We have the Christian beliefs, we have the Islamic beliefs, and we have the Judaism beliefs, in no specific order. And all three of them have the presence of, if you will, Isa, Jesus, YESHUA within them. All three of them believe that he has divine energy within him. All believe that he was at least a prophet. So ask yourself, how do you not need to know every single word that he spoke? If you have true beliefs in him even merely being a prophet, how do you not want to know every single word that he spoke, and allow God within you to tell you your truths? Realize in the Christian belief, in, if you will, the King James Version of the Bible, most of the time, Jesus doesn't even refer to himself as Jesus Christ. He refers to himself as Son of Man. And you can find his presence clear back into the Old Testament of Genesis, which all three religions are based upon. Granted, Christianity is mainly based upon the New Testament. So ask yourself, if you believe that Isa, YESHUA, Jesus truly existed and did have divine energy within him, how do you not want to know what the possibility of all the different words that he spoke. Because if you do not want to hear all the words that he spoke, then in essence, you don't believe of him within your own religion. And that's your right. I have no right to tell you what to believe. The only person in the world that can tell you what to believe is yourself. Please do not base your existence on what somebody else has told you. The brain from birth is programmed from a negative perspective first, because the brain is trying to protect you from the negative vibrations in this world. That does not mean that every single thing that you have been taught in your childhood is correct. The only way you can know your truths is by becoming one with God within you and letting that decide what you believe and what not. There's now a ton of resources for you to find out the words in every different language, every different translation. And I have no desire to try to tell you which one to listen to. All I ask you to do is try to listen to all the words of Isa, YESHUA, Jesus, Son of Man. What I did myself personally is I've listened to the Quran. I've studied Judaism. I've studied Christianity. And one of the biggest helpful guides, if you will, was a book that I found, is this. I'm not trying to get you to worship or believe the way I believe. All I am trying to do is help you get to your pure truths. And I assure you that any negativity within your own religion, you really need to investigate it deeply. Just like any negativity within your brain. Please, it's there. The reason why these are your strongest memories is because it's your soul, the God within you, telling you that you need to reflect on these memories and find all the positive things that came from the negative illusion that you experienced. So please do not be offended by anything I've said. I am doing this merely out of love. I am truly trying to get all religions to recognize the truth within them, to recognize the good within them. So all the good, loving people within the Islam religion, please have enough belief in Isa to read all of his words. But don't only read. You can get a audiobook that will tell the Jesus's words and listen to it. Every single one of these religions started off as an oral tradition. What does oral tradition mean? Only certain people had the right vibrations through the way they speak, and only believers were able to hear the truths. Jesus's words in himself, or Isa's words, or Yeshua's words in itself say, "Those who have an ear, let them hear." So I ask you, are you wise enough to be able to hear the words for yourself that Isa, Yeshua, Jesus has said, and to find the truths within them? We know that the words are spoke within a puzzle. And I assure you that as soon as you try to find the positive, the good within all humanity, within Jesus' words, Isa, Yeshua, you'll hear them and you'll believe them and you'll know them. Because we all know now is the time. If we don't do something quickly, Does not the three religions I mentioned know of the book of Revelations? Now ask yourself, how many of you have actually listened to the book of Revelations? How many of you have actually listened to all the words of Esau? How many of you have actually listened to all the words of YESHUA, or Jesus Christ, or Son of Man? Because in the day of reckoning, in the day of judgment, there's no way I would allow another human that is alive, that is always looking at the negative perspective first, to decide my eternal existence by believing instead of searching the truths myself. To all my Islam brothers and sisters, Anahi Buka. I love you. And to all my brothers and sisters in the Christian world, I love you. In the Jewish world, I love you. And if you truly are a good God-fearing man, or in my opinion, a God-loving man or woman, please do the right thing and seek the truths and listen to them. The strongest vibration that we receive is sound. So don't let somebody else tell you. Listen to an audio recording, a literal translation of the words, or simply get a book that has strictly the words of Jesus and find it within your own heart, because once you do that, I know that you will seek to know the truth in all the religions. Have a great day. Bye-bye.